G'day fellas, and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in on the west side of the map, playing in the colour green as the English, it's Edenov 01. And on the east side of the map, playing in the colour teal as the Abbasid dynasty, it's Snooper. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mountain Pass. I'm going to go with Mountain Pass here. I think this is a Mountain Pass. And obviously, you will see the brand new biome. This is the new biome that has just arrived with Season 4. This is called Enchanted Grove. I lost it for a little bit of a moment there, but look at this. It's not too bad. I reckon it's probably a little bit over the top. I reckon tone it down a couple of clicks, and you'd be absolutely fine. But at the moment, it definitely seems like, obviously, it's nighttime, isn't it? At least it's meant to be. But I still feel like we're in the daytime. Like, you can still see this. You can still see the cloud here moving. So, you know, we're not really in the nighttime. I mean, we've got shadows here. Like, look at this. We've got 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Shadows on these trees. So, we're not really in the nighttime, are we? But anyway, at the moment, Snooper, he's currently practicing for Golden League 2. Golden League 2 is on the way. It is happening this weekend. I'll leave a link in the description to where you can catch it, where you can watch it, all that good stuff. But it'll be happening on Saturday and Sunday every single weekend. So make sure you go check it out. Link in the description and, of course, in the pinned comment as well. Give me a sec. Hold on. I want to just grab the times here just so you guys might know, because you might be watching this. You'd be like, oh, I could watch some Golden League right now. Yeah, damn right. You can watch some Golden League right now. So it's at 15 GMT. Is when it happens. So for you Americans, that's 10 a.m. Eastern, and for you Australians out there, that's 2 a.m. in the morning if you're on that East Coast. But anyway, let's get back to it. Let's talk a little bit about the action, what we're going to be having going on today. So it looks like Edenov are going to be aging up. Now, one of the things to note is that we've got a bit of an interesting map here. This is Mountain Pass, and it's not a very common map that we do see coming out. And this is because players are playing on quick match at the moment, not playing ranked, so they don't have the ability to play ranked at the moment. Ranked does unlock in, it'll be about, oh gosh, I think, well, I'm just doing the math right now. Actually, I think by the time this video gets uploaded, the ranked ladder will be available. So that's going to be a possibility, but we do see the Abbey of Kings coming down, and this map is not in the it's not in the ranked ladder. Let's just put it that way. But Abbey of Kings going to be coming down for Edenov, and over on the other side of the map, take a look at this. We've got the trade wing. It is in the trade wing. Now, one of the things to note on this map is that it is. I used to play a game. It was called Total Annihilation. Well, it still is called that. Total Annihilation. And my favorite map, now I played this game, now I'm 32 years old at the moment. I used to play this game back when I was about 9 years old, 10 years old. And my favorite map was a map called The Pass. And the map was kind of similar to this in that there was a big winding pass through the middle of the map. It was very easy to defend. And it's reminiscent because it's just that single pass in the middle of the map. And I always used to do like I'd pick that map and put my dad to be on one side, I'd be on the other. I'd be like, okay, Dad, no rush for 2 hours. And he'd just like, he'd walk away. He'd be like, all right, I'll be right back in an hour. I'll see you later, son. Anyway, I don't think these guys are going to need that much time, but I reckon we might have a little bit of a no rush situation going on here. Now, I don't reckon they've said anything to each other, but you can just kind of tell. You can just kind of tell on a map like this where it does naturally get more defensive. People are always just going to play greedier. I remember the last time I casted this game, it was a Viper versus Corp game, or Calp. And I think Viper opened with 3 TCs and Calp opened with 4 TCs. Like, that's the extent of aggression on this map. It's quite minimal, but take a look at this. We've got the Abbasid dynasty looking to start out with some early trade, obviously going for the trade wing, but moving the villager down towards this corner. So keep in mind, the trade wing's actually buffed up. It's slightly different to what it used to do. So now it's going to provide 3 traders that will spawn at the home market, or at the House of Wisdom here. We can see these bad boys have spawned in, and they're now on the way. So these guys are going to give a pretty nice little bonus. Now, hopefully what Snooper looks to do is just put the another market in here, because it might not seem like a lot of distance, but I assure you it is going to reflect greatly on the income that these guys provide. Looks like a stable going to be coming down, though, for Snooper. So maybe a horseman or 2. Maybe just anticipating that his enemy might be doing some longbows. But look at this. We've got a king on the way. Edenov going to be opening us up nice and early with the king. King comes out, looking to try and get that charge in. You can see him moving his way towards the enemy base now. But we also have behind this what appears to be a second town center, or at least the beginnings of a second town center. Edenov gathering up some stone, so could be looking to play more than one TC. I suspect that's going to be the case. 1.69 movement speed. These guys are, he's a pretty quick little dude, isn't he? I mean, I say little dude. He's pretty big. I wouldn't want to meet this guy in the back alleyway outside a bar. He would absolutely, well, yeah. Let's just put it this way. You would probably get shivved with a very big sword. And that's not something that I would particularly like. But anyway, at the moment, Edenov might need to try and scout out. I mean, you never expect the trade wing. That's the thing. So, you know, if the knight or if the king came down here, absolutely could probably pick up 2, maybe even 3 of these traders. Now, one thing to note here, this is part of the reason why I think Abbasid trade is genuinely legit AF. And it's actually because of the reduced cost of traders. Now, everybody else pays 60 wood, 60 gold. Not the Abbasid, though. That's 40 gold, 40 wood. Reduction of 33%. That's pretty big when you think about it. So it allows you to kind of sneak more traders into your build order. It just allows you to sneak them out a little bit sooner as well. But look at the king coming in, doing some damage already here. King just getting some... Yeah, exactly. Our swinging our fundy. Actually, was that the Abbasid? I don't know if that was the Abbasid unit or whether that was the English one, but I like to think it was the English one. But I don't think he realizes that there's been trade yet. And to be honest, you probably don't even know that there's trade coming in because you wouldn't even think to check the landmark. And look at that knight, or the king doing so much damage, dude. Jeez Louise, those guys hit hard. 16 damage? It looked like he hit him from half health up the top rope. That was a lot of damage that he just did. Kind of crazy. King needs to make sure he falls back with enough health, though, because the one thing you've got to be concerned about is if you can't make it back alive, there might be trouble in paradise right now. This king needs to make it back to the Abbey before it dies. 41 health at the moment. Still going to be getting off some shots in from the horseman. Does 9 damage a poke. 7 damage with the armor. Down to 34. Gets a little bit LOS'd right there. In the forest, and now we've got the wall coming up in the middle of the map. It's going to be Snooper going for the wall. The ultimate no-rush tactic is coming through right now. He's got the big trade coming behind that. I don't think Edenov realizes that the trade's coming behind. This is what I think is dangerous. I genuinely think the only civilization that can rival the trade... Oh, is he going to lose the king? I think he might lose the king. Is the horseman open actually legit against the English? What he needs to do is he needs to garrison inside the town center, if at all possible. Because, I mean, you can die. Oh, if he gets 2 more hits. Actually, I think he should be fine. I think he should be fine as long as he gets to the town center. Town center got to be garrisoning it. He's going to be able to take... Oh, look at that. Beautiful timing right there. Edenov going to be thanking his lucky stars. The king manages to make it back with just a little bit of health. I guess you could say. Now sitting inside that town center and is going to be very quickly healed up, of course, with that Abbey of Kings aura. Very nicely done there by Edenov. It is 3 TCs. Look at that. We got 1, 2, 3 TCs. So his channeling is in a cap of in a Viper at the moment. Edenov playing the English as well. That was actually an English mirror. But we do see that wall manages to go up across the middle of the map. Snooper going to be going big behind this. Now, I'm curious how many markets Snooper looks to add or whether he just goes with the one market. And the reason why I think Abbasid trade is actually probably I'm almost tempted to say the best trade in the game is just simply because you can get more traders. So it just scales so much faster. So at the moment, 128 gold against... I mean, if you put this all the way to the edge of the map... Oh, thank God he's doing it. So that's probably going to shift that from 128 gold to probably like 172. I'm going to go with 172 gold, but look at the amount of traders he's bringing out here. Scout as well as the king back here in the middle of the map. Coming to apply some more pressure. Double horseman out here as well. Watch out, though. Pretty low on health. And now behind this, I think the question is, where does Edenov go? Because, okay, great. You've got 3 town centers. Where do you go from here? Do you dare look to stay feudal? Obviously not. You need to go castle. I would almost be tempted to say you got to get castle ASAP here, just simply because you need to be able to deal with the Abbasid. But the problem is Edenov doesn't have any idea what his enemy's up to. Doesn't know if he's trading. Doesn't know if he's going 17 town center Abbasid, classic build order. And that's the question mark that sits on Edenov's head right now. So it's that lack of scout. Spearman coming out. So Scout ideally should have been left on that other side of the wall, but we do see an outpost coming up for Snooper. I'm getting flashbacks to the Siege of Snooper. Was it the Siege of Snooper or the Defense of Snooper? I think it was the Siege of Snooper. He was also playing the Abbasid in that game. That was one of the Outback Octagon games. But let's take a look and see how he's doing. 14 traders at the moment. These bad boys now up to 158 gold. So a little bit better there. I think they've gone up by about, what, 20, 30 gold, something like that. So not too bad. Now, remember, in addition to that, there's a whole bunch of bonuses that you can get as the Abbasid. Most notably, that first one allows you to pick up a secondary resource, whether that's wood or whether that's food. You used to be able to get stone. They changed that. They said that's kind of busted. We're not going to let you do that anymore. And indeed, it was busted. Snooper actually making great use of it in the Siege of Snooper game. But outpost in the center, now going to be fortifying, or not fortifying, but going to be looking to get those arrow slits in. Second outpost going to be coming down as well, and Snooper just playing the no-rush 10-minute game right now. Well, let's switch it over so that we get a bit of an indication about where these guys are sitting. And military wing coming straight in for Snooper. Where does he go from here, though? Honestly, like, when I see this kind of opening, and your enemy spots it as well, like, because Snooper got confirmation, right? Like, he saw the town center, he saw the second TC. I don't know whether he saw the third TC, though. That's going to be a big question mark. Don't know whether he saw the third one. But still, I mean, you see your enemy dropping a TC that late and opening with a king. It's kind of like, yeah, he's booming, I'm booming, we're all booming. We're having a jolly old time. The only difference is Snooper's going absolutely ham. Look at this. This is absolutely crazy. This is the top level no rush strategy. If you're playing in your quick match games, maybe you're playing some team ranked games and you come across this map, take a page out of Snooper's book, because this is 100% what you want to be doing. Look at this. He's got 7 markets here, with the 8th one over in the corner, up to 29 traders at the moment. This is what makes Abbasid so scary, okay? Because you think about the investment that an Abbasid player makes here, compared to an English player. An English player makes a 750 resource investment. You think about dropping a town center, right? Town center, 400 plus 350. You're talking 750 resources. Well, guess what? How many resources has Snooper invested here? He's invested 700 resources. And these traders, they're not worth 1 villager. These traders are worth closer to about 1.7 villages, maybe even 1.8 villages, because of the bonus resources that they get. A standard trader going the full length of the map is 1.5 villages. So I guess in reality, it's probably closer to 2 villages. So that's kind of crazy. So you're talking about the equivalent of like a 14 TC boomer. You know, I was joking before when I said the classic 17 TC Abbasid build order, but I tell you what, we're not that far off it when it comes to the trading or the markets. That is for sure. And Snooper just going to the absolute moon right now. Up to 1,700 gold income. And it's going to continue rising. And I love the way he's just defending in the center, using the excess stone that he's got. But the age up now comes through. And Ednov just kind of chilling in the feudal age at the moment. Definitely not the play to be making. Needs to be looking for castle. Hopefully that's what we see happen right now. He's got plenty of gold. So ideally, you just want to be taking all of these villages right here and just moving them straight over to... Look at these berry bushes. Aren't these absolutely beautiful? Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen them quite like that before. The way they glow with the butterflies, the red little, I want to say strawberries on top, but they're probably not strawberries. Anyway, you want to move a lot of villages over to food sources immediately. And you can't really do farms because farms take quite a bit of an investment, but you need to get that food cracking very, very quickly. Battering ram moving in now. The second round. Snooper. Still just going ham on those trades. And look at the score difference now, about 500. These are the ultimate no-rush strategies that we're witnessing here. 3 town centers against against 7 markets. This is what it's all about. When the center gets walled like this, you just got to take your time, sit back, and just go ham. But look at Snooper. I got a feeling he's going imp. I've got a sneaky suspicion Snooper might be going for a bit of a fast imp here. Spearman moving up as well. Battering ram going to be helping out. King going to be providing that little bit of a extra damage. Keep in mind the bonus healing aura that it gets doesn't actually count towards these units because they're in combat. You're not allowed to be in combat if you want to get that healing. But you do see he moves the king back. Ednov doing a great job with the micro there. Battering ram number 1, or rather number 2, still remains for the moment. What Snooper got inside? We can't actually see what Snooper's got inside here. And there's the age up. Wait, didn't he already go up with the military wing? Or did he switch it? He switched it to the culture wing. Okay, that makes more sense. So now going to the military wing with the reduced cost as well. So this is one of the new changes that's come through. Obviously, a whole bunch of changes. And look at the amount of stables that are getting thrown down. Snooper just buying his way to Imperial Age at this point. And you can hear the exchanges happening. 170 gold for 100 food. Doesn't seem like that good of a trade, does it? White Tower getting thrown down. Look at this. Ednov moving forward. Only 12 vills, though. That's a little bit dangerous. And within sight of the enemy as well. Your enemy will be able to see these out, or see this position. That's a bit better. 15. Yeah, 15. I'll take 15. I think that's a bit better. He should be able to get this White Tower up without too many issues. Oh, there are Lancers, though. There are Lancers. How many spears have we got? There's only 4 spears on the other side. This could be really painful right now here for Ednov. Fortunately, It looks like Snooper's sleeping on the job, but there, all of a sudden, he realizes Knight number 1 coming in. This is super dangerous. I don't like his chances. I don't like his chances at all. He's going to try and commit right now. Snooper still with a economic lead. Villagers get up, drop their bows out, and then they say, no, we got to continue moving. The king joining the battle as well. Spear's going to be turning around, gets the little, what are they called? Palings. Gets the palings off. And those villagers around to the other side. More reinforcements coming in from the back. Knight doing a decent job here, trying to draw aggro away from the enemy, not able to find it, but now turning their attention towards those villagers. King's Palace, never mind. King's Palace is not here. The White Tower, on the other hand, slowly making its way up, and it looks like it will get up. Beautiful little play there from Ednov, but at what cost does he get this up as all of the villagers lay dead upon the ground? The White Tower is up, but at what cost? An Imperial is reached almost immediately after, and Snooper goes, what up? This is the no rush challenge, right? Look at the traders! Look, it's up to 83 traders! All right, ladies and gentlemen, for anybody out there wanting to play treaty games, no rush games, or just have a little bit of fun, this is how you do it. This is how you take complete advantage of a map like this. You trade like an absolute maniac. Snooper going up to 89 traders, still making traders. He's going for the 100 trader challenge right now. Looks like he's going to be able to achieve it before 17 minutes, which is a pretty decent timing, if I do say so. But look at this, the response coming through from Ednov. He might be going imp himself here. See, this is the hard part, right? Because you want to go Wingguard, but at the same time, can you really afford to go Wingguard right now? It seems inevitable that your enemy's about to push through with just elite camels. That's what I'd be going for. I'd just be going elite camels right now, and we actually do see that it's going to be camel riders. It doesn't look like we've got elite upgrades for them just yet. Spice Roads is coming through, Camel Rider Barding coming through, and there's the elite upgrades. So that's the most important one. That elite upgrade's really going to set it apart. And you've got to think about it from the perspective of the Abbasid, right? You make these elite camels, what do you lose to? You lose to spears. That's it. You don't lose to anything else. You don't lose to crossbows, you don't lose to archers, don't lose to hand cannoneers. I mean, you might probably lose to hand cannoneers, actually. But you don't lose to any type of cavalry, definitely don't lose to men at arms. These things are amazing. And now we've got ourselves a little bit of a battle. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the no rush defense. He cleans up the battering ram, and the trebuchet is going to have a little bit of line of sight, but he's going to hold it down for the minute. Now, is Ednov going Imperial here? Because I feel like going imp here might be a mistake. All right, it doesn't look like he is going imp. He's making a few units. He's just got to spam out crossbows and mangonels. I feel like crossbow mangonels probably... spearman mangonel is the only way he can play this. You could probably mix like spearman crossbow or spearman longbow mangonel. And you can use the White Tower quite effectively. The main issue that you're going to have is just these camels. Because once these camels do get their elite upgrade, you can expect biology to be coming through shortly as well. Let's take a look and see whether we've got a university down just... Oh my god, look at those traders. Up to 98 traders right now. Snooper, the absolute madman. Oh my god, when it comes to no rush, this guy is in absolutely no rush to lose the game. He is definitely in a position to win, and he looks like he's going to be heading in. Camel's going to be diving straight in towards the trebuchets, realizing that there's quite a few spears there, still yet to receive their veteran upgrades. Crossbows on the back aren't going to be really contributing much. Immediately, that king just gets one shot by the hand cannoneers. Spearmen eaten alive on the front side, and these camels just demonstrating why they are one of the best late game units. Complete cleanup, and Snooper just keeps on sending in more and more units. We hear a couple words being typed in between these guys as the first of the bombard rolls out and begins looking to take down that White Tower. The camels continue coming through. I gotta check on the resources right now for Snooper. Where's my boy sitting at right now? He's sitting on 7,000 gold a minute, 6,000 gold in the bank. He must be buying out all the food that there is. Yeah, he's up to 226 gold for some food. Manages to repel the attack. Ednov doing a decent job, but still, remember, he's still not still not heading to imp at this point. Needs to get imp for that Wingguard. Really needs to get imp for that, just mainly because that's going to allow him to continue having a steady stream of trebuchets coming off. It looks like the Springald going to be taken out by the bombard. Oh, he just gets it off in time. Very well done there by him. Keep in mind the range here is the same on these two units. And he spots it. Takes it out. Really nice job there. More camels now moving through. Nowhere near enough spearmen here at this point. I was impressed with the first hold by Ednov, but I don't like his chances on the second try. Bombard continuing just to lay down the pressure. And look at the amount of units that we've got in queue right now. So many hand cannoneers. Snooper just up so many resources, sitting with 9k banked at the moment. And this is just part of the reason why when it comes to no rush, well, these Abbasid players, these guys are in a pretty good spot. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out Snooper. I'm going to leave a link in the description to where you can catch him live. Go check out EGC TV. Hell, they might even be live right now. So go say good day for me. And of course, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I tell you what, where's our English victories? I need to see something.